Welcome to our special YouTube video series on seeking out financial opportunities amidst the COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic. My name is Christopher Neufeld of Neufeld Legal, and although we would not wish this upon anyone who is suffering from the pandemic financially, the reality is that these situations do arise and they must be dealt with. And from those situations, there are financial opportunities that arise. Now, one of these particular opportunities is in the realm of vacation properties, secondary properties that people have acquired over the past few years and have sought to have them financed through the revenues they take in from renting those properties out, such as Airbnb and other vacation property rental systems. Now, the challenge associated with this, as one can now see, is that with a heavily financed arrangement where there was potentially significant vacation property revenue coming in, and the business model 6 months ago seemed to be very strong and viable, may well not exist right now, because one does not know when people are going to get back to traveling more and renting these properties again. So you're going to be in a position where there is a serious inability to generate revenue. Meanwhile, many of the individuals having financed this had a backstop, which might well have been, if they had one, their current earnings. But let us presuppose that those earnings have been displaced because they are unable to work. So they might be able to get some government assistance, some business assistance, but it's not going to be anywhere close to what they need. And none of these plans, in my estimation, appear to be designed to say secondary luxury properties are going to be covered by the government. Because anyways, the government is the people, and it is taxpayer money that would be relocated to that. So unless the government is willing to say, we want to make sure people have their over-leveraged, over-financed vacation properties protected in the midst of this pandemic, they are going to be left out in the cold. And if something is left out in the cold and incapable of being properly financed, those people are going to run into serious issues in the months ahead. And there is only so much that the banks are going to be willing to do with respect to allowing them relief. So the idea of banks providing relief to individuals, you will see that coming about with respect to personal residences. But with respect to secondary properties, which have a business investment purpose, it is very unlikely that the banks are going to be so forgiving, because the government is not going to be in their back pocket. As such, the opportunity does exist for individuals who can find those properties, who can find those troubled property owners, to either acquire those properties outright or to provide them with an ability to assist them through this period and make a significant return on it. That is where a potential opportunity lies. Because until this pandemic has come away, and even more important, should the pandemic reemerge, we will be seeing opportunities like this and challenges, because no one is going to fork over, especially on the institutional side, the money necessary to allow the original owner the financial wherewithal to get the relief they need. And in those circumstances, what is needing to be done? Well, what needs to be done is that they need to find that white knight. And they're going to have to take a serious hit by bringing the white knight. But if they want to come out with it, whether it's with money or some lesser potential retention in their investment property, they're going to have to suffer a significant loss in order to retain it. So if you're able to pursue it and you're able to find that opportunity, it is a worthwhile endeavor to pursue, because the opportunity does exist if you look for it and you pursue it correctly and effectively. The whole thing will become about structuring what the other side is willing to offer up and whether it is financially viable for yourself, because the opportunity is there. It's just a matter of making the smart deal, having that deal conferred down properly in the contract, and getting the most out of it for both sides. The other side is in a tight position. From your perspective, you have a lot of opportunity to make significant returns from these particular opportunities if you're able to identify them and act upon them. Well, I trust you found this insight into potential financial opportunities created by the coronavirus pandemic beneficial. Please look forward to seeing further opportunities that might well be available on our YouTube channel. And if you're looking for legal services related to optimizing these financial opportunities, please do not hesitate to contact us. Thank you.